Welcome to Vent with Michelle Malkin. I'm still Brian Preston. Michelle is still away. She'll be back soon. On the front burner today, the best person in the world. Today, we're inaugurating a new award that we'll hand out sporadically whenever we decide that someone out there has done the world a special service and deserves an extra kick in the head. Extra recognition of their achievements. It's called the Best Person in the World Award. And for this first time ever awarding, the competition is fierce. Who will win? Will it be Senator Barack Obama, who compared outsourcing to violence to the war and to the Virginia Tech shootings in a way that can only be described as,
There's the violence of men and women who have worked all their lives and suddenly have the rug pulled out from under them because their job has moved to another country and they've lost their job and they've lost their pension benefits and they've lost their health care, and they're having to compete against their teenage children for jobs at the local fast food place paying $7 an hour.
No, Senator Obama gave it a good try, though. You're still in the running for the next one, and better luck next time. Will it be the New York Times for waiting less than 24 hours to use the tragic deaths of 33 people to argue for yet more gun control laws? Says the Times. Yesterday's mass shootings at Virginia Tech, the worst in American history, is another horrifying reminder that some of the gravest dangers Americans face come from killers at home, armed with guns that are frighteningly easy to obtain. Not much is known about the gunman who is reported to have killed himself, or about his motives or how he got his weapons, so it is premature to draw too many lessons from this tragedy. Not that that slowed them down. But it seems a safe bet that in one way or another, this will turn out to be another instance in which an unstable or criminally minded individual had no trouble arming himself and harming defenseless people. Defenseless people. That's a very interesting phrase. Now, why is it so easy to obtain firearms in America? I think it might have something to do with a scribble called the Second Amendment. Perhaps, in the words of the View's rotund oracle, the Times editorialists ought to Google it. While they're at it, they should Google the Bath school disaster. It took place on May 18, 1927 in Bath Township, Michigan. Lone killer, no guns, 45 dead. In any case, the Times already has so many awards that it's even given back Walter Duranty's. He did some reporting in the Soviet Union back in the day. The Times didn't win this one. So who will win Best Person in the World? Will it be the alleged Reverend Fred Phelps, who is already planning to cause a scene at the funerals of the Virginia Tech victims? Nah, Phelps has been milking that trick for years. It's gotten a little stale. Will the award go to Jeff Zucker for having MSNBC rush out a big anti-gun special the very day of the shootings? Honestly, we expected that. Just like they have obits already written up just waiting around for celebrities to die, MSNBC evidently has tragedy specials laying around waiting for some guy to go nuts. But even that Emmy-quality forward thinking wasn't quite enough. The first Best Person in the World award goes to this gentleman.
At least one of the weapons used by the shooter is believed, as we said, to be a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, which would look like this one, with a clip designed to hold more than 10 shots. Clips like those were banned under the assault weapons law of 1994, but Congress and President Bush allowed that law to expire more than 2 years ago.
For the record, the assault weapons ban didn't cover handguns like the ones used by Jo Seung-Hui, so Olbermann is just wrong on the facts. And for the record, Olbermann will never correct the record, so his audience will never know that they're being lied to by a man whose hate-heated breath you can smell through the TV. So for the deliberate deception, for blaming everyone but the man who actually killed all those innocent people, for political grotesquerie, for the fraud and exploitation of a genuine tragedy in a ghoulish yet morbidly fascinating way, Keith Olbermann, you have been awarded the very first Best Person in the World award. You've got your useful tragedy now, Keith. Go ahead and milk it. Until the next vent, I'm Brian Preston for Hot Air.